get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Garoppolo on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Devin White. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Back two is the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
One set. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. They can't hang with us.
On first and 10, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
They're not ready for this.
Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Murray now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over. Who's got this? At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Mike, 53. 53.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Leaping, and he makes the grab. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up second down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man, complete. They'll get 34 yards there. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Murray now. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. from the gun on third down. Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go. Go. One, Omaha.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. Third down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo airing this one out for Evans. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Hey, we got tight end. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike, check, 59. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
1st down, Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going, oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Watch the screen.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he coughed it up. And the Bengals grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
This is Cohen. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Murray from midfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
Right. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Hey.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Blue Dan. Mike.
Murray to air it out again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Lock.
Now Garoppolo. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's fielded at the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. Now it's Murray. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Cooper's got him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first
Let's
and
go.
10
Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Bengals 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Take it at the 37. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go now. 54 on the base. 54. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab the hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Big stop, let's go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a first down on a gain of 10. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Tariq Cohen with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
White.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Cooper was the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They try again with Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tariq Cohen, 63 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Now a carry for Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. from the gun on third down, Murray. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on first down. Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Murray now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Again, it's Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball here.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And Wilson has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Draw play, Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Single receiver.
Garoppolo to throw. He's got Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here we go,
so 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You gotta get this stop here, D.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before. Almost had one here. Just got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Not today.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Devin White in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.